Metal, what it turns meant to be.
We're Terradown. We're the Metal Battle Netherlands. We're the participants of that metal battle. And we started only 3 years ago. We started first of all with a group of friends, and eventually it developed to this. Yeah, and now we're like here, and 3 years later on Wacken Open Air. It's like mind blowing. Yeah. We do it together. Mostly the melodics and the guitar parts, the basics are written by our guitarists. But all of us have our own influences in making our songs. Like he's a bassist, he's drums, and they're mostly controlling the bass part of the drum part. I write my own lyrics and I write the song lines, if I can call it song lines. And that's the thing of Terradown, it's a group effort. And because of our group effort, we're creating what some guys call our own kind of genre, our own kind of music. Because all of us have our own background. Like I'm more of the melodic death metal, he's more like the clean guitars and solos, metalcore, also metal, old school thrash metal. And all those influences are put in one big pot, and we stew it, and bake it, and cook it. And eventually you get Terradown. And all our songs are based on diversity. Diversity in the songs and diversity between the songs. We don't want to have like when you come to a concert of ours and you're listening to us like, oh, okay, song number 5 sounds exactly the same as the previous songs. No, we want to surprise the audience, and we also want to entertain the audience. It doesn't matter if you're in the very hardcore and metalcore, or if you're a classical rock fan. Everyone has to have their own moment. Like, I like this part. Oh, I really like that part. And that's basically Terradown. It's like it's for everyone, and that's us. For my personally, it's like I started doing my vocals, like the crunching and the scream part. My biggest influence is Amon Mart. That's how I started getting into the death metal part.
For me, the drum of Metallica, Lars, Slayer, Dave Lomano, and Theater, Mike Portnoy.
Last question. Cliff Burton, probably George, and in the band biography we just say we sound like Metallica, Lamb of God, and Amon Amarth.
Some people
so
also
it's a mixture of these three. Yeah.
For me, it's mostly the guys of Trivium, Bruce from Valentine, of Example, the modern metal.
Like the technical parts, the metalcore like Architects, or some little parts of Dream Theater as well, but mostly musical parts from Avatar. Like the diversity and like the way the songs build up, I get a lot inspired by Avatar.
So you're watching their show today?
I'm definitely gonna watch the show today.
And
yeah.
you're watching Bullet from Woden.
Yeah.
My band isn't here. I was really sad when like Amon Amarth is almost a regular guest at Wacken Open Air. I was like, okay, I'm Wacken Open Air. No, Amon Amarth. Shit. But really great lineup. Sugar, Avatar.
But they have their tour coming, Amon Amarth, so they will play in Netherlands, I guess, as well.
I'll be there.
First row.
First row, like. If I'm being honest, it's so sorry guys from Metal Battle Netherlands, but
Oh my.
on Wacken Open Air itself, you have Jochen and Eric, and they're really good. They're really great guys. They're also very sociable. They talk with everyone. They're keeping the group together, and they're very supportive. And like you get to talk with that guy, you got to talk with them. But in the Metal Battle in the Netherlands itself, it's you really have to work on your own. You have to the first rounds are in all the different provinces, and you get you play a show, you get your judges, you get your report cards like this was good, this was bad, and that's it. Then you get on to the semifinals, same thing. But between those, you really have to work on your own. But that's also, I think, also very good for a lot of bands. Like you've got to think by yourself. You've got to look at yourself, make videos, shoot your own gig, look at your own gig, and just write all things down. Like, okay, this song part, we did this. This is bad. We have to change it. This was awesome. We have to develop on it. And that's how you can create your own level or to make your own band grow. Is look at yourself and do the things that you think is awesome, but also do the things that you think the audience will find awesome. And that's the thing that I think that's the part that you can grow the most with, like starting band. Rehearsal, but also develop on your own. Look at yourself, grow, stand open to it. Because a lot of bands like, okay, I'm this genre, so I'm gonna play like this genre. This is my influence, so I'm gonna be like my influence. No, be your own band. Be your own kind of group because you make your own music. It's your own passion. You grow up and you create your own music. You create your own passion. You create your own atmosphere. Build upon it, and that's I think is one of the most important parts as a metal band or as a band in general. And that's also I think how you can stand apart of all of those bands, because there are a lot of bands who are gonna compete in the metal battle. But you have to stand your own ground. You know, you have to put yourselves apart from each other, and that's a lot of combination. I like a lot of sounds, like being tight, you know, on the measures, on everything, but also in creativity, diversity, in almost the little parts like the show element. Of course, you have natural showmen, and you have people who are shy, but still, you have to think about what you're doing on stage, because it's more than just listening. Because if you want to listen, you can put up a CD or on Spotify or something. No, people are expecting more of it. They're coming to watch a show and expecting a show, and not just good music, but more than that. And I think that's one of the most important parts. Being a band is be more than yourself, be more than just a band. Be like yourself, like us. Be Terradown, not just a normal metal band. Like I said, look at yourself and see what you become. It's a line of our own songs. But that's the thing. It's like
Mic dropped.
understand what you're doing, because most of the bands, like the Metal Battle finals in our own country, the level is really high because there are a lot of great musicians here. All over the place. Even though, even here, like if you watch on the crowd, they're all guests or some of them are artists, but maybe there are a few good guitarists, maybe a few good drummers. Start a band, enjoy yourself. That's the most important part. Enjoy what you're doing, and don't perform because of performing. Perform like you're enjoying your last show. I was talking to the guy like here. It's like every time you're on stage, you have to play like it's your last show. even though it's one person in front of you or 100,000 people in front of you, you have to give the same energy, give the same emotions, because at the end of the day, the most important part is that you have, and you look at the crowd or you talk with people, and some guy comes up to you like, I really enjoyed myself. And that's the thing, that's the magic of what we're doing, is you influence people, you influence people's lives, minds, their time of day. Like, I really enjoyed that band or that song or that moment, and that's the most important part of making music, because you influence people, you influence people's lives, people's minds, your fantasies, their hobbies, their passions, and that flame that flickers can turn up into a giant bonfire when you play the right notes, you play the right music, you play the right sentences. And that's the magic of making music. And that's also they think on those big stages. And that's all you have to think also on the little stages. And that's the magic.